It started with a cabin listing that didn't exist on any real estate site. Just a blurry photo and a phone number scribbled on a torn flyer stuck to a power pole near the gas station where I stopped on my way home from a failed job interview. No name, no website, just cabin for rent. Secluded, quiet, perfect escape, and something about it felt like it was written just for me. So I called without thinking, and a soft voice told me to come before sunset. No deposit, no ID required. Just bring what I need, and the place will take care of the rest. And I know now that should have been enough to stop me. I drove out past the last highway into the pines, where even the birds stopped making sound, until the dirt road ended at a crooked wooden gate carved with symbols I didn't understand. And beyond it was a one-story log cabin with dark windows and a door that opened on its own as I stepped out of the car, like it had been expecting me. Inside, the place looked untouched by time, dustless furniture. Fire already lit in the hearth, food on the table still warm, and a single handwritten note that said, "Stay 3 nights. Leave before the 4th. Don't answer if it knocks." I laughed, thinking it was part of some elaborate Airbnb theme, maybe viral marketing, but I kept the note anyway. The first night was silent and calm, though the fire never burned down. And when I tried to check outside, I noticed the woods were completely still. No crickets, no wind, just dead air. That's when I realized there was no signal on my phone. Not low bars, none. I assumed remote area, maybe interference. But the second night, I heard knocking. 3 taps. Not from the door, from the inside of the bedroom wall. I stood frozen as the sound repeated, slow, deliberate, like someone inside the wall wanted me to know it could wait all night. I pounded back, heart racing, and the knocking stopped only for a voice to whisper right behind me, "Don't do that again." I spun around, but the room was empty. I barely slept. On the 3rd night, I tried to leave, but the car wouldn't start. No lights, no crank, just a dead engine like it had never worked. I opened the hood and found nothing, no battery, no wires, just empty space and something scratched into the metal. "You weren't meant to leave." That night, the cabin felt different. The walls seemed closer, like the room had shrunk, and the fireplace flickered with a smell I couldn't place, like burned hair and wet soil. I tried the back door. It opened into blackness. Not the woods, just black, a void. When I reached my hand through, I felt cold fingers brush against mine, and I slammed it shut. Around midnight, the knocking returned. This time, from every wall, rapid, chaotic, surrounding me. I yelled out, demanded to know who or what it was. The fire flared, and for just a second, I saw them, faces in the logs, stretched and screaming, eyes wide and burning. I ran to the bathroom and locked myself in. The mirror showed not my face, but a dark hallway stretching behind me with something crawling toward the glass, pale and twitching. I smashed the mirror, cut my hand, and bled into the sinkinly to watch the blood spiral upward and vanish. The voice returned, calm and close. "Stay 1 more night. Become part of us." I passed out. When I woke, it was morning, but the sun didn't rise. The clock blinked for 44, every minute, forever. The food was gone. The walls were bleeding, sap or something thicker. I packed my things and tried to hike out through the woods, but no matter how far I walked, I ended up at the cabin again. Once, I tried to leave a trail of broken branches, but each time I looked back, they were untouched. I screamed until my voice broke. Then found myself sitting at the dinner table again with the food warm and the fire crackling as if I'd never moved. That's when I saw the photo on the wall, black and white, old, faded, but it was me. Same clothes, same scar on my hand, sitting at that same table, except the others in the picture weren't human. I turned and saw them now, gathered around the edges of the cabin, hunched and hollow-eyed, waiting for me to join. I bolted into the basement, don't ask me. Wyand found a room lined with mirrors, all showing versions of myself, stuck in different moments, screaming, sleeping, crying, aging rapidly, decaying. One mirror showed me walking toward it, grinning. I turned and saw my own hand reaching out to grab me, but it was no longer mine. I woke in the woods, at least I think I did. The cabin was gone, my clothes torn, my nails bloody, my voice hoarse. I hitchhiked back to town and tried to tell someone, but every photo I've taken since then shows the cabin behind me. Even selfies, even in daylight, the flyer is gone. The number doesn't exist. But sometimes, at night, I wake up and the fire's crackling in the corner of my room, and I smell burning pine. I know I never left. I just think the cabin let me believe I did. So I'd bring it someone new.